Alright, greetings, YouTube. Ty's Vacuum Repair. Subscribe to my channel. Thumbs up if you like the video, and comment down below. Today, I'm going to be showing you guys how to replace a Hoover U64xx or U66xx motor on self-propelled wind tunnels. So let's get started. Now, in this video, I have a Hoover U6451 I bought from Goodwills, and apparently this is what the motor sounds like. So I'm going to go ahead and plug it up. So this is what the motor sounds like. That's the reason why we're going to replace the motor, because of that wind down. So that's what I'm going to show you how to do today. Alright. So yeah, that's what I'm going to show you how to do today, how to replace the motor. So this one is a U6451 900. And these are one of Hoover's last great models. So you don't see these on videos, like, you know, people showing you how to replace motors. Normally they just throw vacuums out and yada 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 yada, all that good shit. Well, I'm going to show you how to keep your vacuum from going into the landfill. Especially, this is an American-made model from the USA. So yeah. I gotta move all this stuff out of my way. No, sir. All right. So, and I'm gonna tell you what year this was made in, so you'll know the difference in the hookups on the machine. So this is the U6451 900. This was manufactured of March of 1999. So, meaning 98 and 99 models will have a 16 gauge wire with them small terminals on them. So, well, this really goes for any model, but Hoover has changed their motors and update their wiring and all the good stuff, because, you know, back in the times they had switch problems. So yeah, here goes a rebuilt motor. This is a rebuilt motor I just put together. So, and that's what we'll be using. We're going to use this as a replacement. So, put that to the side. Yeah, I bought this from Goodwills, but this has been refurbed by me. So yeah. Oh boy, let's see. This is all dirty because I've been using it. So what I'm gonna do is take the belt off, because I'm gonna be changing out the motor. And I know this was a new belt, so yeah. All right. Okay. That's inside. Oh, I'm gonna kind of plug it back. Man, sorry about all this. The cord be in the way and stuff like that. All right, now just back him up. All right, so I'm just going to the screws. I'll actually do the screws there. So next thing what I'm gonna do is, oh wait, hold up, I gotta remove the other screw. Shouldn't screw that. Holes are hidden. I can't get up in there. And also I'm gonna replace the bulb in this video too, along with the motor. Alright, so next thing I'm gonna do, take a flathead screwdriver. I'm gonna push the tabs on the hood outwards. So, yep, pop that hood off. And actually, you want to make sure your vacuum's in the carpet. I'm gonna do this. I'll do it. Yep. So, what you want to do, just remove screws, holds the tray of the brackets in place. And the reason why I rebuilt the motor, I did all that off of video because I don't want the video to be longer than it already is. So we're in 7 minutes on the video. Yeah, so it's gonna take longer to do the motor and stuff like that. So I don't want to bore y'all to death with that. All right, so we took off the agitator housing, the houses the brush roll in, and the brush roll and the idler arm. Next thing, you're gonna take off your door panel because you're going to have the cover gonna have to come off, the motor cover gonna have to come off. And then open this up. So yeah. So next thing I'm gonna remove is the torque turned up. Add the torque turned up, and I don't want to turn it down. All right. Next thing is this. Take off the lens, set to the side, and then you got a screw that holds the bolt socket assembly in the cover. And that also has a dirt finder on there. So now, normally when I take these vacuums apart, I always take the circuit board off, but I'm not going to do that because I'm just going to be opening up the motor cover halfway. So yeah, I'm not going to have it all the way off. Do So yeah, it started to be used. All right, I'll open it up. So what I'm gonna do now is unhook the motor. We're gonna unhook the motor. That, that, and I'm gonna hook. I'm gonna use these now. So that's it. That's the motor. Alright, so this is your motor right here. Now I'm gonna show you how to hook the motor up. So that way. Normally, don't try this at home. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Don't try this at home. Don't try this at home, because you're gonna hook the motor up wrong. So I might as well go ahead and do it. So, this is the thermal protector that goes to the switch and runs down, goes to the motor to keep the motor from damaging, from overheating. This is the cord, the wire harness that goes to the cord, runs to the, all the way up to the cord, runs right back down to the motor, including the ball socket assembly, and then there, and then, you know, you can see that's the hot. So, I'm gonna show you this. It's the neutral side. That's right here. Let me kind of back it out. You see where the that one piece of that copper sticking up, that's for the this is gonna be for your neutral, and then the one over here that's have that corrosion right here, the two copper wires are soldered in, that's gonna be for your hot, for the black wire right there. I'll show you. Hold up. I'll show you. I'm gonna show you. And then right there, yeah, the wire. Sorry, I have allergies.